Hey, mighty men of God, Joe Martin here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become godly men by connecting to successful husbands, great fathers, and strong leaders. Guys, we're doing a Real Men Ride Along real quick, and I'm going to talk about a topic that's probably going to get me in a lot of trouble. Somebody has to do it, right? And the topic is, quickly, I'm going to discuss this, is about choosing our friends. And you've been taught ever since you were a child, young men, that we need to be careful about the company we decide to keep. My mom used to always tell me, Joe, your friends will predict your future. And I always took that to heart. And even one of my teachers who I had in high school in 11th grade told me, he said, Joe, if you want to fly with the Eagles, you got to stop hanging around turkeys. And I took that advice to heart. But I wanted to quickly leave this lesson for young men out there and even some older men out there about choosing the right friendships. And I think we get into a lot of trouble when we choose our friendships based on our feelings as opposed to our faith and our future. Let me say that again. We get in a lot of trouble when we're selecting our friends by choosing them based on feelings rather than our faith in our future. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm going to give you a simple litmus test to see and check the friends that you have currently in your life. Now, you have to understand, this is not, what I'm talking about when it comes to friendship, it's not based on the person's status, their income, their education level, because a lot of times we go to that extreme, that we only want to hang around, quote, successful people and people who are, quote, more successful than we are. But it all depends on how you define success. But let me give you a litmus test that I actually use, and I've taught a lot of young people to use. And if you are a young man out there, or you're a man right now questioning the kind of relationships that you're in, here's a great way to find out if your friends are truly friends. Ready? Now, one of the first tests I give young people, and I teach about choosing your friends, is if you look at the people who you spend most of your time with and who you share your energy and give your resources and your energy to, that you should always ask yourself that if I had a child, and some of you are fathers out there, if I had a child, would I trust this person raising my child? In other words, if I was no longer here on this earth, this person who I called a friend, would I trust him to raise my son and my daughter? In other words, does that person model the success that I want my son and daughter to achieve? Could I say to my son or daughter, yes, follow them, go where they're leading, learn what they're teaching you? So look at the current friends in your life right now and ask yourself, if you died tonight, would you trust them raising your children? Would you trust them raising your children? Now, here's another test to find out if these friends should be in your life based on faith and your future, not just your feelings. This person that you're around constantly, that you spend your time, sharing your time and energy with, is this person the kind of person you like to become? I'm talking about financially, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, socially, professionally. Is this the kind of person you would like to become? In other words, if you did die tonight and you had to come back as a person, would you want to be that person? Would you want their life? I never understood that about people when it comes down to choosing our friends. Why would you connect yourself and pour your life into someone, or just attach yourself to someone that you don't even admire and respect the life that they live? Now, we're not talking about just disconnecting from everybody, but I'm talking about the people who you spend most of your time with, who you receive information and advice from. So ask yourself, do I want to be like that person? So those are two quick tests to find out. Now, here's the third test to see if a person is truly a friend. Now, in addition to looking at would you want them raising your child and would you want to become like them, honestly ask yourself this last question. Honestly. And the question is this person who I spend most of my time with, who I enjoy their company, when I'm around them, do they make me better and stronger spiritually and emotionally and socially? In other words, when I'm in their presence, when I leave their presence, do I leave their presence being a better person? Or am I worse off from spending that time with them? Simple question. Am I better with them when I'm around them and when I leave them, or am I better without them? Some honest assessment questions, okay? So do a friendship inventory. Look at the men in your life, men, and see if these men meet that criteria. Would you trust them raising your kids? Do you want to become that person? And does this person make you better or worse? Guys, remember, we are males by birth, but we are men by choice, and we must intentionally make that choice, because a male is a terrible thing to waste. So please share this video with any person that you think could be blessed by it. And until next time, be blessed, and most importantly, stay in this grip.